Dana was diagnosed with Crohn's disease between the ages of 3 and 4. When she first got sick, we really didn't know what it was, and so she was rushed to the hospital to get her appendix out, thinking that's what the problem was. The impact of Crohn's disease affected every part of her life. As she got older, it became more complex and more difficult.
Dana was one of the smartest and funniest people you could ever meet. As witty as could be.
Feisty.
Feisty. At 12 years old, you thought you were talking to a 40-year-old. She was always like that, very wise beyond her years, very spiritually deep, and at the same time, SpongeBob, funny.
When I think of Dana, I smile all the time. Dana is still this great, amazing energy around me.
Dana saw herself as somebody helping others. People from around the world would reach out to Dana online, asking her questions, asking for her support.
Dana was a teacher all the time. Perhaps on her experience, she was the student, but she was always a teacher. And she taught me personally to be patient. She taught me to be in the moment. She told me that there was hope.
To this day, I still get emails and letters from people who she touched, who she had never met. That was her mission in life, was to help others.
I think we're more in the moment and we're more present because she was part of our life.
Dana was very much about speaking up, and she thought it was really important to be a part of her team, her medical team, and she wanted to know everything that was going on, and she wanted to weigh in on it. It was really important for Dana to speak at different events for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. She was an ambassador at one point. She was a woman of distinction in Los Angeles, and it made her feel like she had something to say that could make a difference.
There are about 3 million people inflicted with Crohn's and ulcerative colitis in the United States. We have thousands here in Las Vegas, and we need the resources not only to find a cure, but to provide emotional, psychological, and educational help for families.
We've supported Crohn's and Colitis for many years, and we're grateful to them.
You spend your lifetime as a parent protecting your children to make sure that they're safe. And when you have a child who is chronically ill with an illness that there's no cure for, that it's just one experimental drug after the next, one hospitalization after the next, you're helpless. But we still don't have a system in place that can deal with the emotional and psychological damage that these type of chronic illnesses do. And Dana was always motivated by, hey, what can I do to help the people coming after me? Her legacy, and one of the things we're trying to work on here in Las Vegas and nationally, is creating resources available for chronically ill patients and their families. We had a trip.
Yeah.
She came down to Miami. We went on a trip. Dana hadn't been in the ocean or in any water, in a pool or anything, for, I don't know, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
And she was able, after the transplant, to go in the ocean and and I looked at her face in the ocean. It's the simplest thing for any kid. It was maybe the most rewarding moment of my life.
And she waved.
I've lost my best friend.